Welcome to Beyond Survival. I am Prashant. So I'd like to share one thing, that is about consciousness and freedom, which are linked, which are one and which are linked to each other. We can say one and the same also, because as you become more and more conscious, you also become more and more freedom within yourself. So the consciousness, which is which is being confused a lot and has been using in different contexts by different people in different areas of and different disciplines or areas or fields. So one clarity I would like to give from my understanding is that consciousness, or you can call it as a super consciousness or a higher consciousness, whatever it is, basically the consciousness is already there. It is not something that is arisen through evolution in human beings kind of thing. It is already there, always there. So how should we understand this? For example, a person, take a person doing spiritual sadhana. I mean, he wants to stay at higher levels of awareness, grow into higher levels of higher awareness or consciousness. So when such a person wants to grow into higher consciousness levels, the day he has started his sadhana, whatever the sadhana is, inquiry or yoga and all, day one, what is the awareness level that he has, and based on his sadhana and intensity of sadhana, day 50, what that person is saying is, if I take day 1 and day 50, they definitely through my sadhana I have made my energies to move up, so that I became more conscious. So I can feel that I became more alive, kind of thing, alive, aware, more conscious. And day 100 it became more, and he has kind of at some level. Okay, so that example we can tell. And another person also started at day 1. Now this person at day 100, whatever he is claiming, that person is claiming at day 50 only. I became this much. Of course, there is no such any kind of measurement and all. So that's why we are taking their subjective kind of thing for our understanding. This person is saying day 50. And if the first person is also day 100, I have attained this higher level of consciousness, when he is saying, if he has, if he made his sadhana more intense, and the same level of consciousness what he grown in up to, reached, as he would have reached at day 50 only. He could have reached at day 50 only. What I'm trying to say is, consciousness or higher consciousness is already there. It is not the person who is doing sadhana is not that is not arising out of him as he was doing work and sadhana. It is becoming more and more for him. No, it is not like that. For example, you, how to say, you are at some maybe say you have some 5 crores of wealth you have at a particular day, and you wanted to grow it. So by investing it or doing something with it, some business or whatever, you are growing it. So at day maybe year 5, we can say, after at year 5, your 5 crores became 10 crores. Your 5 crores became 10 crores, and after 3 more years, at year 8, your 10 crores become 25 crores, for example. So here, first of all, you don't have money. Actually, basically you don't have that wealth and money. You are increasing it through your work. You are increasing it. Now, whereas the consciousness is already there. Only thing is, you are capturing more of it. I mean, you are becoming more and more conscious. I mean, what to say? You are. It is already there, but the problem is, see, when a treasure or when a sweet, it is there already. So I am saying the sweet is already there, but you are not tasting. What is the use of it? That's why, in order to taste that, you have to do some work, some sadhana. So then you do sadhana, you do some work, and you got the taste of it, taste of that sweet, of that fruit or sweet or that treasure. You got it. Then you are feeling wonderful and blissful. So this is also, even though we are saying it is already there, but is it an experience for you? Are you feeling it? That's why we have sadhana. But basically, consciousness is already there. It is not something it is not something newly emerging. It is not something newly emerging out of the evolution and all this whatever evolution or from animals to man. When the evolution is taking process, the consciousness is what to say, the consciousness is something coming like that. Maybe from if we take the difference between like a animal or human being. In animals this awareness or self awareness is not there, but in human beings it is there. So it is newly came. That is the entirely wrong concept I'm saying. So for that only I wanted to give all this logical explanation like day 50, day 100 sadhana, but it is already there. Just you are unable to feel it, you have to get it to that level. And one more thing is a person at some point of time is caught in various traps. Maybe he has family problems, financial problems, and all those things. There externally, when there is financial problems and when he got some job and getting kind of some money and financially he is becoming comfortable, there actually is becoming more free also in that sense. But there is keeping aside these external factors, the survival issues, actually these are the survival things. But basically what human beings also realize is that uh, at some point of time in their past, uh, whatever they have, whatever kind of the financial position and the things whatever they have, now also they are having the same things only, in fact a little less also. Maybe that time all wealth and all maybe for some 5 crores, now they may be having only 2 crores. But the level of freedom that the person is and that the person has that time, but now whatever he is having now, actually it is now more, it is more now in this kind of less comforts and less financial position also. These also examples, I mean I'm trying to say the interiority of the thing. What I'm trying to say is the freedom or consciousness, especially of course I agree with the survey problems and financial problems and all, because now if we want to go from here to somewhere else for transport and all, for transport also we want some money, some expenses, and to do some things also we definitely require some money. For example, I want to make this kind of videos. For that I want good camera, or maybe if I'm doing it in mobile, so I want a mobile with a good camera. For that I want some money to buy a good mobile. So these problems are there external. So keeping aside these things, I'm talking about one's interiority. What are the basic survival has been taken care of for a person. When we talk about interiority, freedom and conscious, I mean especially this interior freedom and the consciousness are something that are already there. They are there already. Only the problems we have created for ourselves, and that is the reason. That's why we have taken birth also. That itself is a problem. Out of our own past tendencies and desires and all those things, we have taken the birth, and those things create the problems, and we have to deal those things actually. But the freedom or consciousness, what we call that it is already there. that that is not a problem, we are the problem or we have the problems, and we need to deal those things and grow into those higher levels of freedom or consciousness which are already there or which is already there. That's what I am saying. Consciousness or super consciousness or higher consciousness or godliness are that they are not the question of time, they are not the question of distance also, not the question of space and distance, they are not the question of time also, because we are caught in space and time. That means distance and time. Because as a person I am when I am identified with this body mind, especially this body, physical body, if it is here it is not there. If I go there, it won't be here. That's what I'm saying. That means distance is there and time is there. From here to there, to move from here to there, sometime maybe minutes, maybe seconds, maybe milliseconds, but time is there. To go from one place to another place, to cover some distance, some time is required. But whereas the consciousness, what we are talking, when it is all pervading, and all knowing also, all knowing and all pervading, all knowing and all pervading, that's why conscious of we say conscious we say. So when it is all knowing and all pervading, it I mean and it is of course formless, and everywhere, it can't move from here to there, because there also it is there, here also it is there, and it is beyond for our understanding. I'm saying here, there, and all this distance and space terminologies, and it is in the past, in the future, it is in the present also, and present is everywhere. There is no past or there is no future, or if there are past and future, if we take also, it is always there in the past, present, future, everywhere, every time, always it is there, we are saying. That means we, for our understanding, we are saying in terms of time and in terms of space, everywhere, every time it is there, we are saying. But it is beyond space time. That it is actually beyond mind also. That's why all knowing, beyond mind, beyond thought. That's why it is difficult. We can't imagine also. Should not imagine about this. Of course, when we say everywhere it is there beyond time, and or maybe always it is there in the present. Always means in the present also. In the present only. Uh, we kind of imagine actually, so it is there everywhere, okay, all this pervading, like that we imagine. But actually it is beyond that imagination also, because our imagination is confined to space and time only, no, again, everywhere we can say imagining everywhere, that is also space kind of thing only. So form, body form, physical forms are confined to space and times, and that which we are saying consciousness is beyond space and time, beyond imagination. But however, you can taste it, you can have the glimpses of it, taste it, and that's why you can be immersed in it for long duration also. Actually, again, when a person is immersed in that, for that person may not be having any time, any space sense and time sense. For our understanding, we are saying externally, we are seeing that person who is immersed in samadhi. For us, we are seeing in terms of time. Okay, he is immersed in samadhi, sat at that time until now he is continuing, he is immersed in that only. We are saying externally in terms of time. But that person who is immersed in that samadhi means higher consciousness state, beyond thought or no thought state, and enjoying that bliss. But fully conscious, I'm saying. That's why enjoying that, fully conscious. No thought plus fully conscious equal to bliss. That's it. Okay. Thought is the root of all problems. That's what I wanted to say. Only one conclusion or the end of it I wanted to say. Consciousness or higher consciousness is not something that has newly there. That has not come newly as a part of evolution or whatever it is. It is always beyond space, beyond time. It is always there, here, everywhere. Again, it is always there. If I say, oh, if it is there, if it is not here, no. The terminology is like that. What should I do? It is always there. It is always there means it is always everywhere also. It is always and everywhere and here and beyond time, beyond space, beyond imagination, beyond that. Okay, that's it. So so don't mistake that consciousness to be something. Maybe the what to say, this psychology study or the studies that are being made, and several huge number of pages they are writing on the consciousness. I would like to say it is a silly and stupidity, but okay, why should I disrespect and all those things in the world, because they are the worldly things, those will continue. Fine, but maybe the animals and the man difference, they are of course less conscious, do not have any freedom. They have some the particular compulsions, like eating eating, sleeping, and reproduction, those kinds of things, confined to those things only. Whereas human potential is much more than that. So definitely, we are aware of ourselves. Animals may not be aware of themselves. So, or I also read one article. A secondary awareness they are calling. Basically, every animal or plant, whatever it is, every life on the planet is having a kind of awareness that it is existing. But there is a kind of secondary awareness, that is, I am existing. I am aware of my existence. I am aware of my awareness. That's a kind of secondary awareness. They termed it like that. But whatever it is, so maybe that it is there in human beings. If we, in terms of that awareness, kind of knowing this kind of thing, if there is that difference, if we see between animals and man, that they are working on actually. Maybe how that has arisen, those silly affairs they are doing it. So when I see such kinds of posts and what this are doing, we already have this higher knowledge and higher understanding about it. So I'm trying to post and make these kinds of videos, but it's okay. Consciousness or higher consciousness and all, and that intelligence, what we are referring to, that higher intelligence, which is working in all of us and all life and all non-life also is something always there. We are only caught in this space and time and trying to explore that, trying to explore that in the dream we are exploring. Thank you, bye.